Hey guys, it's Amy from Metaphysical Skin Healing, and today I really want to talk with you about my top 13 action steps to take when you are going through a breakout of either acne or eczema. I have been breaking out in these two conditions for over the past 2.5 decades, and I've learned that depending on what my mindset was and what I was doing in those moments of when I was flaring up or breaking out, that was either leading towards my healing or actually perpetuating my situation and making those symptoms last even longer. So from my experience now, looking back, I've compiled this list of the best things that you could possibly do when you are feeling like a victim. I completely understand you, and you just literally feel like you can't do anything and you just sit on the couch and you just want to cry. And that's not helping you in any way. And there are action steps that you can take when you are going through this suffering period for you to accelerate your healing. And these are my top tips, so stay tuned. Hey guys, so let's get straight into those action steps that you can take I have compiled this list for you to take away from my experience. And here they are. The first step is to stop negative talk in the mirror. I know that I used to do this all the time, especially when it happened to me again, because it happened every month or every second month. And I would just wake up and I remember looking at myself and always saying, why me? I'm so ugly, or just kill me now. Just really bad stuff. When you think bad thoughts, you're going to feel pretty bad. And if you do this and create this momentum, especially when you wake up in the morning, that is going to just create more and more momentum. This is all about the law of attraction, and this is just the physics of the way the universe works. So in that moment when you are breaking out, just be mindful of what you're saying to yourself in the mirror. And when you do start that negative self-talk, just catch yourself in that moment, take a deep breath, and just become aware of what you're thinking. This negative self-talk is like trying to put the fire out, but we're keeping on pouring the gasoline on the fire. And these negative thoughts are just that. It's already happening, you're already breaking out. And your body is always naturally going to try to heal itself. But if you get in the way of it by adding gasoline or bad negative thoughts to it, it can't help your situation. So when you become aware of this, you will then realize the more and more you do it, you will learn to respond to your situation rather than react to it. And I can't stress this enough. Trust me, I have had these conditions for 2.5 decades, and looking back now, I know that this will make a profound difference in your healing, which leads to the second action step, and that's soothe yourself into better feeling thoughts. So if you wake up in the morning, you find yourself criticizing and just feeling really bad, thinking bad thoughts, the next step is soothe yourself. To do this, the best way to do it is to use Abraham Hicks focus wheel. And if you know nothing about that, I will definitely be making another video on how to actually do it. But it's from the law of attraction teachers, Abraham Hicks, and this is just sort of how it looks like. It's so I did many of these for skin, but it helps you make yourself feel better in a situation where you feel really bad, and it helps you to shift your vibration and shift your way of thinking, so you stop that negative momentum and at least start building onto positive one. We know now with science, physics has proven how powerful and important our thoughts are to what happens to us in our lives. So we really need to go back and think about our thoughts and what we're actually thinking. So in this situation, to do with skin, I'm not going to really go through it because I'm going to make another video about it, but Abraham Hicks focus wheel, I'll just read out a few examples. There's something to learn from this. That's a better feeling thought in that situation, right? I know this too shall pass. It's not the end of the world. There are so many people who have cured themselves from this. My body is just trying to communicate with me. I'm so glad and grateful to have access to knowledge to heal myself. I can just go on Google and find some information, whereas my parents never had this. I was born into the age of information, so I can use that to my advantage. I'm already contributing to my healing just by doing this focus wheel and feeling better, etc. So that's sort of how it goes. But do you see in those thoughts, just thinking these thoughts, it's something true, it's something you believe, and it's not, out there like you're affirming I have beautiful clear skin. It's not, there's no resistance to these thoughts. So when you are doing this is going to contribute to your healing because it's allowing your body to naturally heal itself by you just getting out of its way and just soothing yourself into better feeling thoughts. You'll be feeling better and you'll be more calm about your situation, and you'll be learning to respond to this situation rather than reacting. Okay, so the third action step I love this one. Do your makeup in the dark. From all of my experience, it's all about you feeling good, and your feeling good is what's going to help you. So when I used to do my makeup right in the sun and looking at all of this acne and just seeing every single flaw on my face, and I'm trying to put makeup on, feeling disgusting and crap and really bad, right? That's not going to help you at all. So I started I think I was just lazy and just didn't turn the lights on. And so I'll just be doing my makeup in the sort of dim light, natural light, but not near a window. It was quite dark where I was doing it. And so I'd put my makeup on, and day by day I would be like, oh, my skin looks not that bad, So I actually didn't realize that I didn't have the light on. And I felt better. I wasn't putting that much focus on what I was looking like in the morning because it wasn't that bad, because I couldn't really see all the flaws. You might feel like you're lying to yourself because you know how bad your skin is at the moment, you can't cover it up. It's about how you feel. In the moment when you're doing your makeup in the dark and you don't feel like it's that bad, trust me on this. Just try it for yourself and see how you go. So the fourth action step is listen to a well-being meditation. When you meditate, we all know the benefits of meditation. It softens the resistance and momentum of negative thinking. When we just chill out and just take 15 minutes to align ourselves and relax, when our body is in a relaxed state, it automatically will turn on its healing abilities and heal itself. So we're just trying to contribute to this and help our bodies out by not getting in the way. And meditation is a great thing to do. Well, there are many well-being meditations. My favorite is by Abraham Hicks. It's a 15-minute one. You don't need any longer. So have a listen to that. I will link it down below. The fifth action step to take when you are breaking out, one of the best things that I did was watch something inspirational, like an inspirational documentary, or read a good self-help book. Because when you are breaking out, you need to feel better. That's the goal here. You need to do something that will make you feel better. And by listening to a documentary, something uplifting, something about healing, what I did was I watched The Secret. And this is what started my journey anyway. But when I was breaking out, I always watched The Secret. So I've actually seen that documentary about probably 50 times, because every time I had a breakout or flare up, I would just put it on and just watch it. It made me feel better. It made me feel hope, and it gave me a sense of empowerment that I can heal myself. So the more you do things like this, the more you soothe yourself into a better feeling state. I cannot stress to you enough how much helping yourself feel good is going to accelerate your healing. So number 6 is find examples of people who were once in your shoes and now has the result that you want. You're doing it right now. This is sort of like when Sir Hilary was climbing Mount Everest. Everyone who climbed that mountain before him died. It was only until Sir Hilary climbed that mountain that about thousands of people have now climbed it without dying. Now, what is that? It's because he's proven something, just being the example for someone to give them the faith and the belief. And the more and more you do this for yourself and go out there and find examples of people who have healed themselves, the more and more this will build up your faith and belief that you can heal. If there was nobody who has ever cured themselves of acne and eczema, you'd feel pretty hopeless and helpless, right? Because the doctors keep telling you that it's incurable. But if the more and more people like me, and there's so many people out there who have cured themselves, literally cured themselves from this disease, and share their journeys with you, that gives you more and more faith because they've done it. I've been in your shoes, your exact shoes, for 2.5 decades. And I'm telling you, this is what I did. So you can too. And the 7th thing is distract yourself by doing something that involves your passion, something that you really love or something that excites you. Why is this so important? Because when you are breaking out, it's very easy to get into that momentum of just self-hatred and being lethargic and just feeling really sorry for yourself. And that state of being is going to create more negative and attract more negative situations to you. This is the law of the universe. Please trust me on this. So if you can distract yourself by doing something that you love, for me, what I actually did was I was obsessed with personal development and obsessed with studying the mind and researching about healing. And for me, that's my passion. Personal development and personal empowerment, spirituality, all that stuff is just, I love that stuff. So every time I had a breakout, I would just read a good book because that excited me to learn more about myself and learn ways that I could improve myself. Whatever it is for you, it could be dancing, it could be singing, it could be ringing that hot guy and sending him a message, or whatever's exciting for you. So you can just distract yourself from what you're going through right now. When you do something you love, you're producing endorphins and oxytocin, and those are the chemicals that your body is going to need to heal. Okay, so action 8 is that you can listen to a creative visualization audio that you've made yourself. Now, I have done a video on this and the amazing benefits of using creative visualization to manifest your desires. In this case, healing and clear skin. So watch that video if you haven't already, or if you don't know anything about creative visualization. It's an extremely powerful tool to manifest the things that you want in your life. And it's healing for us right now. So do that. The 9th action step that I took was do an enema. So this is a physical healing thing. I'm all about the mind and metaphysical healing, but physical healing wise, there are definitely steps that you can take physically to help your healing and accelerate your healing. And an enema is one of them. I learned this from one of my favorite physical healing mentors, Marcus Rothkranz. He's a raw vegan and he cured himself from like 30 diseases. I don't know. He is my physical healing inspiration go-to, definitely. Now, I'm holding an enema bag. I'll make a video about an enema if you have no idea what it is, but you can definitely Google it. I'll show you how I do mine. An enema looks like this. The professional term is colonic irrigation. So it's pretty much an internal bath for your colon or large intestine. So the idea is we're flushing water and cleaning our large intestine. So it's pretty much an internal bath for your colon. And no matter what you have bad that's inside of you, like bad food, viruses, bacteria, cholesterol, gallstones, anything like that, all this stuff that we eat gets stuck in the crevices of our large intestine. And if we don't flush it out, it's just going to stay there, and it creates that feeling of, bloatedness or sluggish behavior. You just don't feel well, like constipated almost. Doing an enema will just flush all of that out. And when you're breaking out and flaring up, it's most likely that you have a lot of bacteria inside physically. So An enema is just the best thing that you could possibly do. You'll feel like a new person after you do an enema. When I first did it, I felt like 10 kilos lighter, and you just, you feel cleaner. You really do. You just feel better. So why not do something that's going to make you feel better? So physically, I'll definitely do an enema. And the 10th action step is that you can take some supplements. So this is another physical healing on the physical level. You can take some supplements that would really accelerate your healing. And I guess we all know already what sort of supplements we can take for these, but I'll just show you what I take when I was flaring up and breaking out. I have made a video about it. I just don't want to go through it too much in this video. It just involves things like vitamin C, MSM, iodine, apple cider vinegar. You can take colloidal silver. So I'll be discussing some of those in that supplement video that I made. So I can link it down below. The 11th action step that you can take is do a water fast. Even if it's just for one day or half a day or one full night after lunch, you just don't eat dinner that night. Fasting is like the universal healer. So again, this comes from Marcus Rothkranz, who is my greatest inspiration. It's from his book, Heal Yourself 101. It's going to be back to front, but Heal Yourself 101 by Marcus Rothkranz. So what is fasting? It means not eating any food except drinking water or vegetable juice. Fasting gives your body a chance, your digestive system, the chance to actually rest. And since most of the body's energy is going towards digesting food and we're constantly eating, right? When we don't eat, our body just puts all of its focus and attention and energy towards house cleaning and cleaning out those poisons and waste that are stored in our tissues and cells. And especially when we're going through a breakout, it's going to be a lot of bacteria involved in there. So if you just fast and not get in the way of your digestive system and just give it a rest and a break, then it can then naturally heal itself. During a fast, diseases, tumors, lumps, and even parasites, which we all have, will starve and die because there is no more food source for them. So all that bad gunk is just surviving on all that bad bacteria, especially sugar. They thrive on all those bad foods that we eat. So if we just stop eating, they will just starve and die out. So the longer you can fast, the better. There are a lot of precautions with fasting, so please look that up before you do this. And I can make a video about it, or the person I would definitely go to is Marcus Rothkranz. He is a god in fasting. He fasted for 40 days and 40 nights and cured himself of about 20 different diseases or something. So he is definitely my inspiration. The 12th action step that you can take is for eczema sufferers. MOPIKO is the cream that I use to help my itch. It's going to be back to front, I'm sorry, but I will link it here for you. This is the only cream that I found that helped with my itch. It's a menthol cream, so it's not a steroid or a cortisone or an antibiotic, and it's just the most cooling cream that you can use when you're having a flare. You can get it from Asian herbal stores, or you can get it from eBay as well. It's either red or green, they're the same thing, but I will link it down below. And the last and final action step that you can take is sweat it out. So do some physical exercise. It's pretty self-explanatory. If you are moving your body, you're going to be moving the chi, energy, prana of the body, and it's just going to help. So in Chinese, it's moving the blood. And it's when you move the blood and you move your energy of your body and do exercise and move it, this helps your body physically heal as well. So that's pretty self-explanatory. These are my top action steps. So do all of these things when you are going through a breakout. Watch how fast your healing will happen. Let me know how you go, and I hope these work for you. To you and your healing journey. I'll see you in my next videos.